It's a commercial property?
Yes.
And what is the property being used for?
Um, a spa, if my memory serves me well.
Just a waxing, like a waxing.
Okay. It has a CO? I mean, a certificate of occupancy?
Yes,
Yeah.
the original building, yes, do have a sort of occupancy, but they altered it, and the alteration is what required a permit.
Okay. What type of renovations were being done?
Well, basically, she created some rooms, I guess, for privacy.
Okay. Do you have a photograph?
Mm, I have it, but I didn't print it this morning, so not with me presently, but I do have a photograph, but not with me presently. Hmm? No, I have to go to the office.
The violation was observed back in April of 2018
Yes, sir, April 30th.
and was a compliance date issued prior to this hearing?
No, this is a new case.
New case. Ms. Polina,
Yes?
do you contest the violation?
No, because because I do not know, that was just half wall to make a privacy. It's been salon before. So I talked to the landlord. He said, okay, I'm gonna help you. So, okay, we're gonna make that little wall, and then I don't know what's going on about the construction, but it wasn't, no electric, nothing. I just need a wall just for privacy. Just like you don't need even to go high.
How much
Just
time do you need?
worry. I need, because it's already done, it's already proved everything, and the guy already. But the problem is the contractor, the last one, they need only document, GC, everything, but he don't answer nothing. I pay them already, and I'm not that big money that who can spend. I don't know what to do.
Okay, you need to comply. Um,
So it's everything is already done, and just I need to find somebody who gonna sign off for me. So I went to the city, everything is good. You already approved on the 11/6/2018, but I've been just waiting over there just because the landlord, I just waiting on the landlord who, what have to tell me.
City, what is the issue with the contractor, the city, the permit? What's holding it up?
I don't have a copy of the permit history in front of me. Let me see if
I
she has it.
have
Hold on.
this when I pull.
Basically, some of the issues basically is the total estimate cost for the job, the fee sheet needed. It's listed plumbing, but my memory serves me well. Don't think any plumbing involved. But basically, they need to the total estimate of the job that she did, or whoever did it, how much it costs.
Okay, what is your recommendation?
Um, you can give her it's not her today's to comply basically because it's very simple.
How many days?
30
Okay.
days.
All right, based on the testimony of the city's compliance officer, the documents reviewed, depicting the pictures depicting a violation, testimony to that effect, and I find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication and set an abatement date, a compliance date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there will be a daily fine of $250 until the violation is abated.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Item number 6, FYBRR 2018-00032. And that's for 1880 Properties LLC, Officer Gary Beswick, and it's item number 6.
This is a 40-year recertification case. Is the property owner present? 1880 Northeast 123rd Street.
We won't postpone this one for 90 days.
90-day continuance?
Yes.
Okay, granted.
Item number 8, FYBRR 2018000055 711 Inc., Officer Gary Beswick, and that's item number 8.
Will the owner make your appearances?
No, and I don't have a power attorney as well.
Are you the owner?
No,
What is your name?
Kenia del Risco.
What is your relationship to the property?
I am a marketing manager area for 7-Eleven, including this location.
Why isn't a representative of the owner here?
Because we were not able to find the operator. He's out of country.
The operator, meaning the person who runs this
Yes, sir.
7-Eleven at 650 Northwest 137th Street.
Yes, sir.
Let me hear from the city first.
Good afternoon, Gary Beswick for the City of North Miami Building Department. Basically, the project was first notified back in July the 16th, 2018, for 40-year recertification, which is June the year of 2018. So basically, as of this point, we haven't received any report from the property owner.
Yes. She does not have a power of attorney, so I am, and you're, I'm not able to take testimony
Okay.
from you. The owner has not appeared. I assume, tell me if I'm wrong, but is there proper service? And how was service effectuated?
Okay, on the property was, I went there on the 28th of February and handed a young lady the notice to appear, and at 2:14 p.m.
Who was the young lady?
A young lady working, one of the employee. I didn't get her name, but an
Okay.
employee.
How did you determine that that person had any association with the property owner?
Because she was behind the glass window, she's the cashier.
Okay. All right. So this is a 40-year recertification.
Yes.
I assume that if it's not complied with, the building official, who I see sitting in the back of the room, might take the property to the Unsafe Structures Board and have the property deemed an unsafe structure, considering that it's been almost a year since the application, since the citation. I am going to, based on the testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented, I will find that a violation exists and that proper notice has been given. I find in favor of the city and enter an adjudication and set an abatement compliance date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there shall be a daily fine of $250 until the violation is abated.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mhm. Yes.
Item number 9, MHVIO 2018000743, 85988 Northeast 125th Street, LLC. Officer Gary Beswick. That's for address 887 Northeast 125th Street. Case number MHVIO 2018000743.
Case number? I'm sorry, item number?
Item number 9.
Continuance for 60 days.
Is the property owner here?
He left. That's why he asked for a continuance for 60 days.
60 days.
Yes.
Okay.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliant officer, the photographs and evidence presented, I find that a violation exists. that.
No, they need a continuance, not
Oh,
not
they
here.
need a continuance.
Continuance,
Oh, I
60
thought
days.
that they needed 60 days
No,
to
no,
comply.
no, continuance.
Continued for 60
Yes.
days.
So it's tabled to June 19th. At this moment, if there's any person in here that requires a Creole translator, please stand up. Is there anybody remaining who needs a Creole interpreter? If so, please stand up. Please stand up. Can you please come forward? Come forward, ma'am.
Thank you for your patience, Judge.
How many cases did we? Only two?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's announce which cases they were, so I can
Yes,
cut them out.
just gonna let you know. Tiffany.
Let's keep going? Okay. All right, which cases are we continuing?
We are postponing case number 78, CEGMP 2018000425, Jean Verrier. He's postponed till April 17th.
What number is that case?
That's item number 78. And item number 118, CEJ NK 2018-00226, Rosaline Alexander, is postponed until April 17th as well. And those are the only two cases postponed.
All right, let's proceed with the next case.
Item number 11, CENBR 2018-00121, Abraham and Sweeney, Officer Jose Perez. Item number 11.
Is the property owner here? This is a case having to do with missing house numbers. Anybody from the owner's side present? All right, city, let's proceed.
Give me 1 second, sorry.
One 2120 Northwest Second Avenue.
All right.
Item number 13, CESEA 2017.
What happened to item 11? Yeah, I haven't heard from the code officer on
Yeah.
item
would you,
11.
Would you rather table it till the end of the hearing and give the chance for the other residents that are here to hear the cases first? Generally, that's what we do for the residents that
Okay.
aren't here. Yeah.
So the cases where the owner doesn't show up, we put them at the end.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on then.
Item number 13, CESEA 2017-00003, Afzal Khan, Officer Shannon Sanders, and that's item number 13.
Shanna Sanders, City of North Miami Code Compliance Officer. This is a case that was previously heard, of reports of previous compliance that was opened December 14th, 2017 by previous code officer, now retired code officer Edmund Fitzell, for the seawall that's in need of repair. As of today, the seawall is still in need of repair. As of Monday, took photos of the seawall, still in the same condition as it was when it was first sighted in 2017. I'll let the contractor explain what's going on with the seawall, what's taking so long for it to get repaired. I am showing here that the permit was obtained July of 2018, but again, as of Monday, during the reinspection, seawall still remains in need of some work.
Sir, are you the contractor on this job?
Yes, sir.
What is your name?
My name is Rogelio Rivas. I'm here for A1 Builders and Contractors.
What's the problem with the seawall?
Okay, the problem is we already had, if she wants, we can set up a date. Me and her get along very well, fortunately.
All right, thank you.
And
I'm sorry, I don't know that I got your name. What is your name?
Argelio Rivas.
Okay.
And we already prefabricated the slabs in the backyard. We already poured the steel, did the set the steel, poured the concrete. We did it twice. We have 2 inspections that have already been made. We did obtain a permit through all of this. The only problem we're having is getting the equipment, because after the storm, there's not that many barges and they're all swamped, including mine. I'm finishing up 2 jobs right now, as we speak, in Marathon, Florida, and I have to bring it down in order for me to finish the job. Like I said, we still do have an open permit. Question I need to ask: in order for me to come into compliance with this job, do you need the whole wall done, or do you need me to put up at least plywood to stop the yard from seeping, which is not really seeping? and I'll be within compliance?
Looking at the condition of this seawall, and, you know, I would prefer the building official to maybe chime in. He can look at the pictures. I would state, just on generally looking at it, that, you know, the entire seawall needs to be complete with permits closed, but, you know, again,
Why-
that's not
why
my
don't we-
expertise.
Excuse me, why don't we let the building official, since he is the authority on this issue, opine on what is necessary to become compliant? Sir, would you state your name for the record?
Sure. Steve Pizzolo, building official for the city of North Miami.
Obviously, what we do need is a new wall with
Yeah, we-
pilings
we
and
do
slabs
need
and
a
everything.
new- we do
Exactly.
need a new wall
I'm
and-
just
and-
saying to stop obviously the main concern is the seepage, which we don't have anymore because all the rock has been washed out.
Well, I would say though, full compliance would be the wall being in place. And
Okay,
Okay,
all right.
thank you.
Yeah, that's what I figured you would say.
Thank you, Steve.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
you've been adjudicated previously, and there's a $250 fine per day accruing on this violation.
Well, the $250 fine wasn't gonna start accruing till when?
Well, it states here September 12, 2018.
Was that by a special magistrate ordering compliance by that date?
Yes, I'm seeing that it was heard at the August 3rd, 2018 hearing where magistrate stated they
August
found you
3rd, when?
guilty.
August 3rd, when?
It was August 3rd of 2018, and
Okay.
it stated that compliance needed to be met by September 12th, or a $100 cost assessment would start to be, be assessed.
And a fine or just a cost assessment?
Well, cost assessment, and it says a $500 a day cost, fine would be assessed.
From when on?
It says for the abatement date of September 12th, 2018.
My sheet says $250.
Here, I have here highlighted, I have $500 per our computer, printout that our, clerk, gives and inserts
Here.
into it here.
Let me show you what I have. It's 500?
That's from September
September 12th.
19th? 2019?
2018.
Okay.
2018?
Yes.
Can I see the picture?
Of course.
We haven't reached September 2019.
I know that, but I figured that's when the permit was expired, not while the permit's going on. How is it? You're showing me the seawall, but obviously behind this here,
I need to see the pictures.
Current, right? Can you press the 17?
Mr. Contractor, is Durham involved in
Yes.
this? Have they done all their inspections?
Oh,
They've
yes.
issued their permits? They've,
yeah, we have all the permits, we have everything. Unfortunately, I didn't bring them with me because I didn't know they were gonna be necessary.
is this a single-family home or building? What?
Single-family home, and we also have inspectors that have signed on inspections that have been going on with the work involved in the seawall itself.
And I have additional photos in my phone dated Monday if you would like to see, but those depict exactly what the property looks like as of, as of Monday, as of the date of the posting, as of January when we heard it, September, looks the same.
So what else is needed?
The only thing we need now, the prefabricated slabs are already done. They are in the backyard. The reason why you can't see them from the picture is because when you take a picture from the seawall, from the top of the seawall to the property itself, there's about 2 or 3 feet difference in height.
I've seen the slabs.
slabs.
You can see it
Okay.
a little bit.
So basically, the only thing we're waiting on is the barge, which is the mobile equipment we have to bring on water because there's no way to access the back of the property from the front with a crane. And we need to move the existing rocks in front of the wall, set the pilings, and insert the slabs so we can finish the cap and everything else. Everything that can be done physically until now, manually without the equipment, has been done.
Madam City Attorney, what are my options here?
Judge, it pretty much needs to get tabled, 30, 60 days, 90 days if your honor wishes. He's already been found guilty of it, finds him to continue to run.
Speak
She's
up,
saying
so,
microphone, please.
Sorry about that. I had the microphone off. It pretty much, you can table it 30, 60, 90 days, whatever your honor wishes, and he thinks it's gonna take the appropriate time. But it's already been adjudicated and there's fines running, so they're gonna run until you give him a different date where we come back and do a status.
all right, so I will accept your recommendation. I will be sitting, I believe, April. April 3 is when I'll be back here at 6 p.m. I will continue it until April 3, and I hopefully will get more progress and get this
I'm actually
seawall
gonna-
fixed.
I'm sorry, I'm actually gonna need a little bit more than that.
You're gonna need more time?
Yes.
It's gonna, at least 30 days.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so
at
let's,
least.
let's give him 60 days to comply,
Okay.
and then we'll revisit it. May what?
May 15th.
May 15th, and I'll be here, so, we'll see where we are on May 15th.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next case.
Item number 14, CENBR 2018-00063, Al Benny Hernandez, Officer John Dorville, Albania Hernandez. And his property address is 1370 Northeast 136th Street. Item number 14.
Albania Hernandez? Call next.
Let's pass on that.
Item number 17, FYBRR 2018-00072, Brian Prazer, Officer Gary Beswick, property address 1475 Northeast 125th Terrace. Item number 17.
State your name and address for the record.
I'm Rafael Lozano, 1475 Northeast, 125 Terrace.
Spell your name,
Rafael,
Mhm.
R-A-F-E-E-L.
last name.
Lozano, L-O-C-A-N-O.
And what's your relationship to the property?
I'm the president from the board
You're the president of the
association.
condo association?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and are you represented by counsel?
No, sir.
I'm noting that there's a Brian Pariser listed on the docket, Esquire.
This is the registered agent for our association.
Okay, got it. All right, City, proceed.
Good afternoon, Gary Beswick for the City of North Miami Building Department. Property was first notified for the 40-year recertification in July the 17, 2018, and the second time of October the 17, 2018. As of today, we have not received any report from the association.
Mr. Lozano, what is your position? Where is the report? Where is the 40-year
Okay.
recertification?
Okay. My honor, actually, we did the report on October 30, 2018, and we sent by email to the inspector. Today, when the inspector we him just went come in, he said that he don't accept that. That we had to come to the city. We are still recording and pay $714.
$707.
Okay, we don't know that. And one of the reasons we had this report late is because the year before we had one situation from the city about painting and repair some concrete restoration on the building. So we had to apply first about that. So we did it. We closed the permit early in 2018, but to pay this job, we had to do a special assessment in 2018. By Florida Stat 2018, we cannot assessment more than 2 times the community. So we did this report in October, made plans to start working in 40 years certification this year.
How many unit owners live here?
78.
Okay. And
By the way, by the report, we don't have any major repairs in our roof and electric bars and everything is okay.
so
It's on-
let me ask you
Yes,
this. You hired an architect, an engineer to do a report
yes, sir.
to comply with the 40-year recertification ordinance,
Yes, sir.
correct? Did the report show any deficiencies that needed to be corrected?
No major deficiencies. Like
Any deficiencies?
Oh, yes, yes, sir.
And were those deficiencies corrected?
Not yet.
Okay. Is there a reason why?
Well, one of the reasons is that in November 2018, one of the elevators was broken, and we had to spend almost $35,000 to fix it. Was the money we take from the operation account. This year we made plans with this report to get the prices to fix it, the deficiencies, do another special assessment to unit owners.
Just so we're
Yes,
clear,
code.
we need a copy of the report to show all the deficiencies. So basically, the report need to be submitted to the building department with a fee of $707.
And that has not been done.
No. And when that is done, then we look at the deficiency and see if those what required permits or what don't require
So
permits.
you haven't even gotten a report yet?
No.
Okay. Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, we sent the report by email to the inspector.
When?
I say early January, and we did not get any answer. I guess the inspector sent me an email, send the email to the association, say, you had to recording this into the building department. We will do.
Yeah. Well, even if you had sent the report, and I'm not doubting your word, I'm just saying if it shows deficiencies, you still need to correct the deficiencies.
And I agree with you.
And that hasn't happened yet.
And I agree with you. And
Okay.
the difference is not a major difference, not any risk or anything. We have all the permits and everything at the on the building.
What is the city's recommendation?
Well, we need adjudication and basically 30 days abatement date.
How many days?
30.
30. Okay. Based on the testimony of the city's code compliance officer, the photograph of the seawall that I've reviewed, and other evidence presented.
40 year.
Oh,
I'm
this
sorry?
is 40 year certification.
40 year certification. Page 17.
Based on the lack of compliance.
Okay, I think it says seawall. Okay, all right.
Yeah. You
I'm
say
sorry,
seawall.
I'm thinking of the
The
last
seawall,
case. No,
the past
that
case.
was the last case. No,
Yeah.
my bad. Based on the testimony of the city's code compliance officer, the photograph, no photograph, the concession by the property owner that there are still some deficiencies that need to be corrected, and that I accept the testimony of the compliance officer that the report has not been submitted, payment has not been made. So therefore, I find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication and set an abatement day, compliance date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there will be a daily fine of $250 until the report is submitted and the work is done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Items number 21 through 23. Item 21, MHVIO 2018-01-019. Item number 22, MHVIO 2018-01022.
That's Coinco Invest Company.
Correct. And item number 23, MHVIO 2018-01045, CoinCo Invest, Officer John Dorville. Items number 21 through 23.
Let's take 01019 first. Ma'am, would you please state your full name and address for the record?
Leah Ocando, and the address is 844 Southwest First Street.
Spell your name?
Liaocando.
Okay, Leah Acondo. Okay.
Need the property address, not.
What is the address of the property in question?
13600 and 13630 Northeast 6th Avenue.
What is your relationship to the property?
I work for the owner,
What is the owner's name?
Coinco Investment Company.
Okay, so you're an employee of
Yes.
the title owner of the property. Are you authorized by your employer to appear on
Yes.
behalf of the company and testify today?
Yes.
Okay.
What authorization does she have?
What kind of authority do you have to speak on behalf of the owner of the property?
I have been always the person here in the city, but I
you-
have an authorization, but I have it via email. I don't know if that would work.
Well, you're under oath, ma'am, so I need you to state on the record that you, as an employee of Coinco Investment Company, that you have the authority to testify and make decisions on behalf of the property owner
I do.
here today.
Mhm.
Can I see ID, Judge?
I'm sorry?
I'd like to see her ID. So I can write.
We need your ID. While she's looking for the ID, Mr. Code Officer, can you state for the record how notice was given to the property owner?
This property actually was sent certified mail and was posted. The certified mail
Thank you.
was sent first class on December 10th, 2018. Well, that's one of the postings. They have several postings because this property actually it was adjudicated already. Let's see here. The latest posting would have been on November the 20th, 2018.
Thank you.
Yes. Just in lieu, if I may, John Dorwell, City North Miami Code Compliance Office, in deference to the city attorney as well as the magistrate, I've been working with, this actually were not my cases, this were cases from a previous code enforcement officer. However, I did the posting for this particular property and this is currently in my zone. This particular company has several properties in the city and has been making a lot of progress on this particular property. They had more than 10 violations on this property and they've whittled it down to 3. All of these 3 violations are non-threatening in terms of life or safety. So I would like to see, this has already been previously adjudicated by the other magistrate, but I would just, in deference to the city attorney and as well as the magistrate, I'd like to postpone this and give them an additional 30 days because these are very minor issues to be prescribed and addressed.
Granted.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Judge, would you like April 17 or May 15? May 15 is a little bit longer.
Let's do May.
Yeah, May 15.
Items number 27 through 29. Item number 27, CELDR 2018-00051. Item number 28, MHVIO 2018-01351. And item number 29, RCCOR 2018-00042. Danny Nguyen. Officer Shanna Sanders for item 27 and Gary Beswick for items number 28 and 29.
All right, let's hear number 27 first. Is the property owner here?
Yes, sir.
Please tell us your full name and address for the record.
Danny Wing, 1521 Northeast 131st Street, North Miami, 33161.
Okay. City?
The case is
Yeah, there are three cases.
the first case from Ms. Sander is CELDR 2018-00051 is have been she have taken it out. We are complying with it.
Let me hear from the city first on this one.
Judge, I believe Ms. Sanders stepped out. If we can pass that first one and proceed with Mr. Beswick's cases.
Okay, let's pass on 51. I'm sorry. It's 00051. 1351 is the one we're passing on, or this is the one we're going to hear now? Okay, so we're going to hear 1351 right now.
Yes.
All right.
Good afternoon, Gary Beswick for the City of North Miami Building Department. The property was first cited back on December 31st for permit required for outside laundry facility, exterior door, and kitchen pipe that was installed without first obtain a required permit. As of this morning, the permit has not been issued.
Has there been a prior adjudication?
No, it's a new case.
Any pictures?
Yes, but I didn't bring them.
Okay. Sir, do you contest the violation? Do you oppose the violation on item 01351?
Yes, so we I just bought the property. It's on December, and this they already mixed before I bought it, and I already have the full permits on the January 28th, but they didn't approve until now.
Okay, how much time do you need?
Oh, so I just checked on the website that they need the draw of the house, so I need like at least 60 days.
How much?
60 days.
Okay. This is a house?
Yes,
Yeah,
duplex.
Okay. Based on the testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the property owner, the evidence presented, I find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication, and set an abatement date 30 days from today. In the event of non-compliance, there will be a daily fine of $250 until the violation is complied with. Next case.
Good afternoon, Gary Beswick for the City of North Miami Building Department. The property was first cited for failure to obtain an approved reoccupancy certificate from the City of North Miami on December 31st, 2018. As of today, an approved reoccupancy certificate has not been obtained, and he cannot get that until he comply with the first violation in order to get an approved reoccupancy certificate.
The reoccupancy certificate is a provision of the code, correct? That
Yes,
that
whenever title transfer is required.
whenever a property transfers, the whose obligation is it? Is it the seller or the buyer?
It's the seller responsibility, but if the seller gone, whoever owned the property is responsible for it.
Okay. Sir, do you contest the violation?
Oh, in the first case, yes, passed.
Second case.
Yeah, but we need to fix it first before the reoccupancy to be infected, to be inspection.
Okay, so I gave you, at your request, 60 days to fix the violation. I'm going to give you 60 days to get your certificate.
Okay.
Okay.
So I have 60 days to fix the violation, and then after that.
Yes, immediately upon fixing the violation, you would come to the city and get your certificate. So I find in favor of the city, I enter an adjudication, set a compliance date of 60 days, and if there's no compliance, there will be a daily fine of $250 until there is compliance.
Thank you.
The abatement date is June 12th,
Fine.
just so he knows. By
Ju-
June 12th.
You have to get all of this thing, all of these issues resolved by June 12th.
Okay, yes, sir. Miss Sander, I just talked to her that she want me to put the rash in front of the house, and I did that already. And she said that her case already.
Shanna Sanders, City of North Miami, Code Compliance Officer. Can we repeat which case this is?
This is item number 27, case number CELDR 2018-00051.
The name?
Danny?
I'm aware of this property owner. This is compliance has been met for this. This is for the land development regulation for he was parking the vehicles on the front lawn of the property. In short, he has now started having the tenants park along the front of the property, and he's placed grass down where the vehicles were being parked. So compliance has been met. We can close this one out.
Okay, so that case is closed.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Thank you.
Very well. Next one.
Item number 41. Oh, I'm sorry. Item number 44, CERCV 2018-00252. Eric Grandarella, sorry if I'm mispronouncing, Officer Jose Perez, and that's item number 44.
Please state your full name and property address.
Eric Gandarilla, 580 Northwest 122nd Street.
Speak a little closer to the mic.
Say it again?
No, I got it, just making sure. And what is your relationship to the property in question?
Owner.
Okay. City, present your case.
City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer Perez. Today we're hearing the case in reference to the property at 580 Northwest 122nd Street, North Miami, Florida 33168. This is in reference to a recreational vehicle that's parked in the property. This is a boat that's being stored on the northeast side of the property. I have photographs of the violation.
Is that your boat?
Yes. Yes.
Photograph is admitted. Proceed.
In order with the code, you need to have an administrative variance, or cannot store the boat on the property. So, at this time, if I'm not mistaken, the property owner has applied for the variance.
Correct.
Isn't that currently being reviewed by the city commission?
It is, but this case was opened prior to when that hold was placed. So
Yeah,
they're able to.
I'm not talking about the moratorium. I'm
Right.
talking about the variance itself, whether it can be, it will be issued by the city manager or the Board of Adjustment.
At that point, that's something outside of my scope. All I'm aware of is that they're allowing the violators who were issued a citation or a violation prior to the moratorium to apply for it.
And he qualifies.
He has applied for it, so
Okay.
at this point, no.
Do you contest the violation?
Yes, I guess.
Well, how so? What? Why?
I mean, I applied. I'm already on the pre-approval. In case any owners have a disagreement, but
Okay. How much time do you need to comply?
well, the city said in 30 days. That was back in March 7th. So
Is this? Has this been adjudicated?
No, this is the first time.
Okay, so I'm going to give you 60 days to get your variance, okay? Based on the testimony of the city's code compliance officer and per agreement with the property owner, I find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication and a compliance date of 60 days. In the event of non-compliance, there will be a daily fine of $250 until the violation is abated. Thank you.
thanks.
Item number
Yes. Oh, don't want to take it home.
Item number 46, RCCOR 2016-00005, Ernst Felix, Officer Gary Beswick, and that's item number 46.
Is the property owner present? Property owner is not present?
You can put a continuance of 90 days.
Granted. Next, guys.
Item number 54, CERCV 2018-00260, Felix Valdez, sorry. Officer Jose Perez, and that's item number 54.
Mr. Valdez, are you present?
I need the interpreter.
You need an interpreter? Is there a Spanish interpreter? Yes, there is. Please state your full name and property address for the record.
Mi nombre es Feli Valdés. La propiedad es 400 Norway 132 Street.
Do you know why you're here?
Supuestamente tengo una violación por el bote, una violación del bote que lo.
I guess I have a violation for a boat.
Me pusieron que tengo el bote al lado y yo no lo tengo al lado de mi casa.
I was told that the boat is on one side of the house. It is not on one side of the house.
All right, I'm going to let the city go first, and then the property owner will have an opportunity to rebut or cross-examine the city.
City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer Perez. Today we're hearing the case in reference to the property at 400 Northwest 132nd Street, North Miami, Florida, 33161. This is in reference to a boat that's being stored on the southwest side of the property. The code states that...
Is it a boat or a recreational vehicle?
It's a boat, which is a recreational vehicle. The ordinance states that you're not allowed to have it on the property itself, so it's not a matter of it's being stored on the side or on the rear of the property unless they have the variance. So at this point, as of the 13th, there was no variance and the boat was still there.
Do you have a copy of a picture?
I have a photograph, yes.
Yeah, show it to the property owner. Sir, is that a picture of the vehicle?
Yes.
Okay. Admitted into evidence. May I see it? Mr. Valdez, I see a photograph of a boat to the left side of your house under a palm tree. Is that your boat?
Yes.
Okay. Do you understand that the code requires you to have a variance in order to be able to maintain a vehicle of this nature on your property?
¿Usted entiende que necesita un permiso de la ciudad para tener un bote de esta naturaleza en su propiedad? ¿Lo entiende?
El papel dice al lado de la casa, pero yo lo tengo detrás.
Well, the paper says on the side of the house, but actually it is in the back of the house.
Mr. Code Officer, does it matter on what side of the house under the code?
No, the
vehicle
code
is
states
maintained?
that if it's on the property, it cannot be there unless they have a variance.
And
Anywhere on the property.
Did your citation say that the property, that the vehicle was the front of the house, the side of the house, the back of the house, or does it matter?
Verbatim, it doesn't matter, but verbatim, it stated, it is unlawful to store any recreational vehicle in a residential home without a variance. Please obtain a variance for the boat from the Community Planning and Development Department or remove the boat.
Okay, Mr. Interpreter, would you translate what the code provision says with respect to this type of vehicle located within the premises?
Sí, dice que para tener un vehículo de este tipo tiene que tener un permiso para en cualquier parte de la propiedad.
Yo hace 15 años que tengo ese bote ahí.
I had that boat for 15 years at this location.
Yeah, that is of no concern to the city right now.
Bueno, en este momento la ciudad no se está enfocando en eso.
So how much time do you need to get a variance?
¿Cuánto tiempo necesitaría para conseguir un permiso?
Yo vine a sacar el permiso. A un mes atrás vine a sacar el permiso y pagué un dinero por 298 por...
Last month I came to obtain a permit. I paid $290 something.
Where's the permit?
¿Y el permiso dónde está?
No,
I only have the papers right now.
As of right now, city, is there a permit?
As of the 13th, my reinspection date, a permit has not been issued.
Okay. Do you want to check with the property owner and see if he has it and hasn't delivered it to you? I just want to make sure that
Well, for
he
the
has it or
from my
doesn't have it.
understanding, he has the application and he submitted the application, but that takes some time for it to be approved.
Okay.
So I'm gonna check what he has. If he has the application and submitted the application, I'm fine with giving them 60 days for it to be approved or denied
Okay.
with adjudication as well.
Okay, with adjudication? Okay, so,
Yes.
my ruling is that, my ruling is that based on the testimony, just the application? That's all he has?
Yes, he has the application that was received by the department on March 8th, so it is being processed.
Okay. So, the evidence presented reflecting that the permit has not yet been obtained, I'm going to rule in favor of the city. I'm going to enter an adjudication and set a compliance date of 60 days. In the event of non-compliance, there will be a daily fine of $250 until the violation is abated.
So what do I have to wait for?
For the city, you're going to have to speak to the code officer, and he will explain to you what the next step is. But if you file the application, then the city will respond to it accordingly.
Tiene que hablar con el oficial, con el oficial de código y después él le va a dar los pasos.
Mr. Perez, can you explain to him what the next steps are?
Yes, we'll set aside at the end.
Privately, and then if there's
Yes.
any issue, come back.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 55, RCCOR 2017-00020, Four Queens Group LLC, Officer Gary Beswick, and it's item number 55.
This is a reoccupancy certificate violation. Is the property owner present? Four Queens Group LLC.
Judge, I believe Mr. Brestwick stepped out. If we can call the next case.
Let's call the next case.
Item number, there's his case as well. Item number 59, MHVIO 2018-00732, Gold Coast Condominium, Officer Vanessa Willis, and that's item number 59.
Please state your full name
Hi,
for the
good afternoon.
record and your association with the property.
Good afternoon. My name is Rick Aller. I'm the property manager for Gold Coast Condominium. Address 12290 Northeast 11 Court.
Who's at 1234 Washington Avenue? I'm just curious.
That's our management company. Oops.
Okay.
Vanessa Willis, City of North Miami Code Compliance Officer. Is it okay to proceed?
Proceed.
Okay. This particular violation was for pressure cleaning and painting the building. They were found guilty at the November hearing and were asked to abate the violation by January 9, 2019. $100 court costs assessed and also fine set at $250 per day. Back in January, we tabled the case up until March 20th, 2019. So we're back now for a progress report, basically. But to date, they have not completed the painting.
Are the fines running?
They have not started yet because we needed to come back here. Because we tabled it the last time. He abated it. He adjudicated. The last special magistrate adjudicated the case. However, we haven't been back since that
Okay,
time.
so he adjudicated in favor of the city and against the property owner on the
Yes.
violation, but, and set a compliance date, but did not assess daily fines.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So my options today are either to grant a continuance,
Mhm.
ratify set a fine, ratify and set a fine, or what else?
Basically, that is. I know
Okay.
he's going to ask for continuance, basically, because they have been working diligently.
Okay.
So I already kind of know where he's going to go. But
what
those.
is, knowing that, what is your
Yes.
recommendation? Grant a continuance or not?
Well, let me let him ask, Special Magistrate.
Okay. All right. Mr. Aller, you said?
Yes, yes.
Aller,
Yes.
what's your position on the
we
violations?
we should be done. We did get a permit. We should be done with the project by next Thursday. I was at the property today. I have pictures. Building's almost all painted. We're just missing one side. But I spoke with the painter today when I was there this morning, and he told me we should be done hopefully by next Thursday. I'm requesting for, if I can get some additional time, maybe 30 days more to finish.
Okay, now I see that the violation says health and life safety inspection. I'm always a little concerned when I see life safety. Are there any life safety issues that need to be remedied quickly?
No, they have already been taken care of. This was a portion of an inspection for their 2018 annual housing inspection. And so this was what was left. They've done everything else. Whatever was found has been abated a long time ago.
So how much more time do you need, sir?
30 days.
Granted.
Thank you.
Come back in 30 days, and hopefully by then, all the violations would have been cured.
If we comply, do I need to come back? No.
No.
If you comply and you ask the code officer to go out and check,
Check
and
it.
if she feels that, if she determines that you're in compliance, it's over.
Perfect.
Right.
All right, thank you.
May
Thank you.
15th.
May 15th?
May 15th.
Thank you.
Item number 60, sir, you have one more case to be called.
Yeah, oh yeah, let's take care of it right now.
Item number 60, case number FYBRR 2018-00002. Officer Gary Beswick and Steve Bazillo will speak on his behalf.
This is a 40-year recertification case. Mr. Building Official, can you tell us what the city's position is on this?
40 year has been due. It's overdue, and they need to file it.
Has this been adjudicated before?
No.
Well, I have you on the stand there. Doesn't the county give a property owner 150 days to comply with a 40-year recertification requirement?
Yes, and it's due. It's the requirement is basically after January 1st we start getting into the penalty type phases. That it's due by January 1st because this is for last year.
Okay, so the 150 days the county gives you has already passed.
Yes.
And so we're here, how many days since the violation?
90.
And what is needed other than to submit a clean report with no violations? What more do they have to do?
Well, we need the report because what I'm seeing is we haven't even gotten the report yet.
Okay, and you would expect a report that shows that the building satisfies all the building codes.
The electrical, the structural, and the parking lot lighting.
And
is
that's
all
what you're
required.
waiting on right
Yes.
now. Mr. Aller, what is your position? When
Okay.
can you get a 40-year recertification
I got the
submitted?
I got this violation. It was posted, I believe it was February 25th on the actual building, and I didn't get it. I usually don't go by the building that many times, and so I got it like around March 5th. As soon as I got it, I spoke to the association, and we hired an engineer to give us to do the 40-year report, so we can take it to the city. So I'm just requesting some time to be able to get the report to present it to the city.
What is your recommendation?
Let's do 60 days.
60 days?
All right,
With an
60
adjudication?
I'm sorry?
With an adjudication?
Yes, we are going to find that the property is out of compliance because a 40-year recertification has not been, a report has not been submitted to the city in violation of city code. I hereby find in favor of the city, and I set a compliance date of 60 days. In the event of non-compliance, there's a daily fine of $250 until the report is filed with the city and the violations complied with.
And that's June 12th.
June 12th.
By June 12th.
June 12th. All right, thanks.
Abatement date.
All right, thank you.
Next.
Item number 61 and 62. 61 is FYBRR 2018-00022, Greek Orthodox Church. Officer Gary Beswick.
Anybody present? Going once.
We're asking for this to be tabled for 60 days.
For how many days?
60.
60-day continuance granted.
Item number 63, FYBRR 2018-00076, H&A Property Holdings LLC. Officer Gary Beswick, and that's item number 63.
Sir, will
Good
you
afternoon.
please state your full name and property address for the record?
Hassan Moshkani, 770 North East 128th Street, North Miami.
What is your relationship to the
I have
property?
one apartment in the building.
I'm sorry?
I have one apartment in the building.
You have one apartment?
Yeah, there is total of 15 apartments.
Okay, and is it a condominium?
Yes.
You represent the condo association?
Actually, there is no association in the building.
Okay, so what's your relationship to the other property?
We talk about they're supposed to show up, the other owner, which is unfortunately they didn't show up. Just only one of them they show up.
How many apartments?
15 apartments.
15. You have another owner sitting in the audience?
Yes.
Can you please come up and identify yourself?
My name is Mohammad Ali Soleimani.
Okay. And you owned a unit at this building?
Yes, one unit.
Is it a condominium?
Yes.
Who owns
Okay.
a condominium?
Different people. The violation is against the condo.
Right.
Association, yeah. Normally, the common, not for
Yeah.
individual
Now,
owner
here,
person.
here's the problem as I see it. You don't have a condo association, is that
No,
correct?
No.
That's
But
the problem.
Regarding the 4-year certification, we already discussed with the structural engineer and electrical company to come to look at it.
But who's going to speak on behalf of the other owners of the association?
Actually, we do, sometime we have a meeting in the building, which is some of the owners, they show up. But some owners, they are agreed in case, we get numbers from the structural engineer and electrical company, and we pay them, they give us a report.
Why isn't there a condo association?
We used to have, unfortunately, the management company many years ago, they walk away. And we are, as an owner, we have done a lot to this building. Actually, it was a lot of violation in the building. We fixed it, we talked to some owners, they never show up, and they don't participate at all to the building. But we try to work as much as we can to save the building and keep running this building.
This is case number 70, right?
63.
63.
Oh, I'm sorry, 63. So who is H&A Property Holdings LLC?
Yes,
Who is that?
yes, this is a private company for us.
Is it your company?
Yes. I don't know why the name of the building is 770 condominium. I don't know why they have the issue, the H&A property holders.
Both of them was notified. I notified both.
Okay, but they're saying that H&A Property Holdings is not the owner of the association. It is not the association.
We just do have two apartments in the building.
H&A owns 2 apartments.
2 apartments.
And that's the apartments
Yeah.
that both of you own?
Yes.
Okay.
And I also sent one to 770 Condo Association Inc., P.O. Box 402-507, Miami Beach, Florida 33140.
And you probably didn't
It's
get a
not
response
existent.
from them?
No.
Okay.